Thought I'd end up with I-step, but it wasn't a match. Read some blogs about no test, but I sat back and laughed. Even though you're already, and for growth I'm so thankful. Wish we could stop having changes, cause it is so stressful. I taught you math, she taught you language, and we taught you facts. Now you're so amazing. You've studied, worked hard, and that's what we all see. So look what you've got. Look what we taught you, and for that I say thank you. Next, thank you. Next, thank you. Next, you're so ready for this ILEARN test. Thank you. Next, thank you. Next, thank you. Next, you're so ready for spend more time in my studies. I ain't worried about nothing. Plus we have a new test now. Hope it's got better questions. I know you want to do it too fast, but please take your time, cause this is ILEARN now, and we gotta shine. We watched you learn, we taught you patience, and we wish you luck. You're so amazing. I-step we lost, but that's not what we see, cause we have ILEARN. No need for old tests, and for that I say thank you. Next, thank you. Next, thank you. Next, you're so ready for this ILEARN test. Thank you. Next, thank you. Next, thank you. Next, you're so ready for this ILEARN test. Thank you. Next, thank you. Next, thank you. Next, you're so ready for this. One day we'll stick with a test, and we'll know how to study. We'll be thanking our teachers, cause they were our buddies. We only have to do it once this year. Indiana, that's smart. Hope they don't change it up now. Maybe ILEARN will hard. You'll have so much time. You'll have so many mints, and you'll have a Chromebook. It'll be amazing. We've moved on from I-step, but that's not important, cause look what we have now. No need for stressing. I-step we all say thank you. Next, thank you. Next, thank you. Next, you're so ready for this ILEARN test. Thank you. Next, thank you. Next, thank you. Next, you're so ready for this ILEARN test. Thank you. Next, thank you. Next, thank you. Next, yeah.